Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. So at Republic Mode Monday we have Pentagon buildings, we have KamaZ vehicles and more Stalinkas. Right, if you didn't by now, consider subscribing to this channel and go and check out our workshop, our game workshop. We have a lot of amazing mods, around 40 were released in the last 7 days, so go and check out. We have an amazing community, you're gonna find something for yourself, definitely. CO2 to fuel by Dox7. Our glorious research institute has developed a groundbreaking technology to turn air into fuel. Thanks to this technology, definitely not copied from the US of A, is turning the CO2 into high-octane fuel of the purest quality. The only side effect is it needs electricity to power this machinery and works for regular inspections. 16 CO2 plus 18 H2O plus synthesis equals 2 C8H18 plus 25 O2. This invention does exist, but in reality the fuel would be too expensive for most people for now. Right, so first of all, disregard the textures on this building. It looks like it could be something on Oolykee's side, but I think I had similar issues with Abelian Hikes model. I think models were too big, and for some reason this looks like they're pulling the textures from some of the other buildings we're gonna see in this mod Monday, but disregard the textures, you probably will not have this issue yourself. But just in case if so, please contact the modder in the link in the description of the video. Now, let's compare this building to itself. What is it? It's a building, it has 10 workers, it produces 8 tons of fuel per workday. That's a lot of fuel. It is a lot of fuel for something that uses synthesis to create fuel, but other than that, it's perfectly fine. Technology does exist. I did a little bit of read on that, and it's pretty amazing. But of course, it's a lot of expensive. I think it would be offset by lowering the productivity to a lower amount, and then I think cost of fuel would be too expensive because you have to create a lot of these buildings in order to operate. But other than that, it's not too expensive. I mean, like you don't need to do much about this in order to make this a little bit more expensive. Anyway, so how does it work? It does convert the CO2 into the O2, I believe. Yeah, into the O2. So that would be. Let's see, that would be under, we can go in we can go under refineries, and let's see where we can find it, and that's the one over here. E2O. E2O is the name of the building. It does cost 111,000 rubles, which is quite expensive, I have to say. It's 3 times more expensive than the 3 times cheaper than the refinery, but produces way less. It doesn't require resources though. Right. I would say if you lower the productivity of this building, or maybe increase the footprint of the building, it would be a little bit more challenging to have something like this, but definitely some technology of the future. Anyway, if you want to learn more about this model, you have a link in the description of the video, so check it out. Huchesontown Flats, Council Flats by Mr. Novo, British-style apartment block, original built in Glasgow, Scotland, 1962 and later demolished 1993. It houses 180 workers at 68% quality. Added tall version with a room for 360 workers, added the old Council Flats. So this is definitely my favorite mod this mod Monday. I'm gonna show you why. Well, I won't. I'm gonna show you the details with which it was built. I have also questions about these flats. I'm gonna ask for the floor if anybody knows, but also we're gonna demonstrate how they look. Unfortunately, this looks like it's a broadless style, which is good, but they were demolished, which is a bad thing. We like these kind of apartments. Also, unfortunately, this is how they looked before they were demolished. So yeah, we don't have them anymore. Right, so what's the problem with the apartments? The problem is that Oolykee doesn't know how they function. We have apartments here that cannot be accessed through the main elevator shaft or staircase over here. What do I mean by that? I don't see any balcony or anything connecting these apartments. Even the doors for the apartments are not there, so that means that these apartments could be duplexes. That means that there's a staircase within the apartments, but that's gonna affect something like something regarding realism. It will be affecting the capacity of these apartments. So let's go and play with capacity a little bit. So we have a normal building here, the smaller one, older one, doesn't really matter, older and newer one are the same capacity, and we have, let's calculate this. Top floor has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apartments, or something that could be considered apartment, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. So let's say that these are individual apartments. That would be 6 times 8, that's 48. That means that each one of these blocks would be considered an apartment, and then plus that we're gonna consider these apartments on the other side. That would be times 2. 48 times 2, that's 96, if Oolykee is calculating correctly, 96. And if 2 people, 2 adults live per apartment, that would be more than enough space. That would be 192 would be if you consider it like that. But now if they are duplex apartments, we're gonna have to half that. So the capacity of this building might be a little bit on the high side, but like I said, I don't know how these apartments function, so I'm not really sure if that's true or not. So technically it can be perfectly fine, but also it could have a little bit bigger capacity. Also the flat layout could be different from what I'm calculating, and I might be missing something, so take this with a pinch of salt, whatever I'm saying. So if this is a duplex apartments, which potentially they could be, so that means that we would have only half the amount of apartments, or would be half the amount of apartments that we have. But anyway, it's still quite realistic in capacity. So 180 people for these apartments, and the bigger ones, they fit the same calculation because they're just twice as big. This is 16 floor, this is 8 floors, so just double the amount of floors that they have. Anyway, it's a really beautiful model. I searched for the original pictures for this, and it looks magnificent. It looked magnificent, and unfortunately it's gonna live in our memories only this beautiful building. You're definitely gonna see this in my Let's Plays. Now, for more details, please go and check out the link in the description of the video, and real quickly we're gonna just compare the price of the apartments and quality of living. Now, quality of living is something that to be desired. It's 68%. 68% is quite on the low side compared to other buildings that we have. What about the price of the building? If we go, they would be on the big side. We're gonna compare it to the biggest thing we have on vanilla side. 180 would be the smaller ones. So let's compare them to see if they fit the price tag. So if we go to prefab flats, that would be 19,000. And if we find these big apartments over here, that would be this one here, that would be 16,000. So price-wise, they are similar to these, even though the living conditions in them are much worse. Or the living conditions in the old apartments are 96 and 91%, while in these are only 68%. So you're gonna pay the hefty price, well, in the quality of living of your people. So you're gonna pay the price if you want to have these apartments. So the price is quite realistic. Right, link in the description of the video. Now, the man of many words, Karantuki, 1930s Stalinka Apartments, 1930s Stalinka style apartments. That's the description. Now, it's a Stalinkas and Oolykee's favorite type of building, so we're gonna check these out. Now, they're really beautiful. They come in different forms. These look like they're just copy-paste of each other. They also have 5 different skin colors. We're gonna go through them as well. So we have Stalinkas here with 33 people capacity, 47, 53 and 67. Now they are a little bit on the big side, which we're gonna cover later. First, how they look. The details are absolutely amazing. They're beautiful. They have even like a little dirty water and polluted acid rains falling from the roof, which is quite realistic. It's not, it's just moss or something like that, a little bit of dirt on the buildings. It's quite realistic. It's really beautiful. I really like Karantuki's work, and please check out his other work. Now, by the way, we have 2 similar mods to this, Kindergarten and School, that were released in the last 7 days, so please check them out as well. But let's see what the price tag says about these buildings. Let's go with this 67 people. Let's just find this building in our mod selection, which is a vast library of mods. And since it's the last mods we installed, we're gonna use that as a reference. So the most expensive are 13,699, smaller ones 11,000, 9,000, and 7,000 respectively. But this is, I can tell you straight away that these are more expensive than vanilla ones, but we will compare them. Let's just say the biggest one is 14,000 rubles, 67 people. Now 67 people is a little bit on a high side. 67 people, it's a little bit on a low side, so it's gonna be within these smaller buildings. You can see it here. The biggest one costs 14,000, and you can see that it's more expensive than any of vanilla buildings of the bigger size, even bigger size. 67, no, unfortunately this is up to 50 people, so you can compare it. So this is more expensive than the vanilla ones, which is quite realistic. We don't mind the price here, as long as it's not too cheap to construct. It's definitely big thumbs up, and this one is big thumbs up. So link in description of the video. Oh, by the way, the quality of living 86%, 88%, and the smallest one is 86%. Now, the size-wise, do they fit the amount of apartments? I don't know. That's something for you to decide. The Stalinkas should be quite high in living quality, because they had high ceilings, they had big apartments, they weren't cramped like Huchesontown and later buildings, so they could be a little bit, it should be taken with a grain of salt, the capacity that we can fit in there. This is 67, so if we calculate how many apartments are here, let's take into account that each one of these are separate floors. So let's say that we have 4 apartments on this side, and 12 apartments, 4 apartments per floor. That will be 12 apartments here, and then 12 apartments on this side, even though it looks like these apartments could be going all the way through the building. But let's say it a little bit more, let's say that they are a little bit more cramped in there, so that would be 24 apartments in this building times 2, that would be 48 people, and it's 67 here, so we have a little bit higher capacity than usual, but it definitely compensates this with a higher price of the building. Quite realistic. You're gonna see this in my Let's Plays. Now we're gonna go for an invisible one. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it work, but gas turbine power plant version 2 by Foxteam 1986 Rus. This power plant consumes 2 tons of fuel, generating 200 megawatts per hour. I tried installing and reinstalling several times, but I couldn't make it work. If I try to look for this power plant over here, we can try and check out every single one of them. Gas turbine power plant version 2. I cannot find it. It's not there for some reason, and looks like I can't demonstrate this power plant, but I will leave the link in description of the video. It's quite classic with concrete prefabs. It's built with concrete prefabs, so you can check out the power plant yourself, and probably it's going to be operational. Maybe it's on Oolykee's side, why I can't see it, so I definitely don't want to skip this one. But anyway, really beautiful pictures of the model. You can see it in a link in description of the video. Go there and check it out. I can't compare the price, unfortunately. I'm gonna leave that to you, but definitely something I'm interested in. Link in description of the video. KamaZ 4310 Speshial. This is by Kobga. Right, so this is KamaZ 4310. There's a description in Russian, but my Russian is really bad. I'm gonna read the English part of the description. Special edition KamaZ 4310 fire truck and militia prison bus. Mod optimize have a small size and upgrade this mod. High, it's optimized to change in all textures. Right, and sorry for the bad English. That was the description of the mod. Unfortunately, my Russian is a little bit off, so let me try this. Right, KamaZ 4310 with flashing lights. It took a long time to create. All the inspiration was sent on the model. There was no strength for description. Modder was obviously exhausted by this, which is understandable. It's a really beautiful model. Police KamaZ one serves as a prisoner bus, but in general it should transport OMON officers, so that would be the it can be used as a bus and it can be used as a prison transport as well. Unfortunately, they don't look like bus transport. transport, so I don't think they should be used as such, but as a prison transport I think they are absolutely perfect, and also the firefighting vehicle. Now we're gonna go and check out more details about this. I won't continue butchering the Russian language in this case, so we're gonna go and check out the models we have. So if you go, you can see here that you have several different UFSIN model. You have Speshial model, I believe that would be a prison one. We're gonna check it out, and of course we have my favorite of three, the firefighting truck. Now if you go and if we go and check out which vehicles we actually have, so if we go for the prison bus and scroll all the way in the back, so that would be UFSIN, that would be the prison bus. We have a firefighting one, as you can see here, they go 75 kilometers per hour. I think they all do. 1976, they look quite cool. I thought they were a little bit older. So 1976 until today, unknown country. KamaZ, really? I think it was Soviet Union, wasn't it? But anyway, we have it. And then I think the last one is the last one bus. No, it's not bus. That would be as a police car, maybe? Yeah, as a police car. This is because they are supposed to be transporting OMON. OMON is the Moscow police, I believe, special police or something like that, you know, riot control and this kind of stuff. Anyway, OMON would be those guys with a blue, I believe, woodland camouflage, you know, urban one, and tiger scarp, Kamish. Anyway, so this is the one that we are talking about. You can buy one of those as a police car, and you will see it. Actually, you know what? That's gonna be freaking cool to have this as a police car riding around, you know, from time to time, you know, just to, you know, break up protests and stuff. Anyway, really beautiful model. Can we compare the prices? Let's go with prison buses, because we have limited amount of those and they are quite small. These cost 6,000 rubles. It would be 4 times more expensive than vanilla prison buses. What about police cars? I think they would be the same price, 6,250 rubles. Yes, it would be similarly expensive. So this is quite a realistic price for a big vehicle like this. I really like this mod. Link in the description of the video. Pentagon Police Station / Secret Police by Akira 43, a completely original fictional Pentagon shaped a large police station or a secret police update 4 with one way in, one way out road connection, 12 vehicle slots. The building has a large footprint, larger footprint than vanilla police station, but has 4 more parkings. As such, is a bit more expensive to build. See the preview. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop now. Oh, tips. No, we're gonna read tips. When placing, press T on your keyboard to mirror the building and switch direction of entry/exit. The construction phase also, tip number 2, the construction phase also follows the one-way entry/exit rule. It's how the game works, so make sure to finish both road connection before starting. Yeah, this is the kind of common in my Let's Plays. You have to have both connections in order for it to function, because vehicles that enter the construction site, they need to exit. How do these vehicles work? Can we have some vehicles here? Where are they placed? Oh, they're placed all around. Oh, that's cool. I'm still missing some cars. Oh, right, they're underneath here. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I think 11, 12. Is it 12? 5? No, we're missing one. Yeah, because we didn't buy one. So if we go for 12, we will have 2 vehicles here, 3 outside, and 5 in a garage underneath here. So yeah, it's a really beautiful model. We have the secret police as well. Well, that was the secret police. We have a police as well. We can also populate it to see how it works. It has 50 people, so it's quite high capacity. This is really beautiful model. Now it looks fictional, but because it is. Okay, how does it compare to vanilla police station? If you go for government buildings, we can see vanilla police station here. Pentagon 1 costs 55,000 to build. It is more expensive than a vanilla one. It looks like it has similar amount of concrete built into it, with the walls and all. So it's quite a realistic mod, and it's definitely really beautiful mod for both as a secret police or as a police station. But you can learn more about this model and learn more tips about this if you go and check out the link in the description of the video. I give you Lancaster Inhabited by Bunch. Map based on the area of Lancaster Inhabited. Hint: canals near border are not navigable by default, but you can dig them out if you need it. Uninhabited version is there, and more maps from Bunch. Right, you can buy him coffee as well for his beautiful work. Okay, let's check the map out. So this is how the map looks. It's inhabited. It only has one city here. Population, don't take it with a pinch of salt, because we had some mods here. But the Somhaska is the city over here. Okay, is the city, the only city that we have here. The rivers or the canals or fjord, whatever this is, looks really beautiful. As you saw here on the map, they do go all around to every border crossing, but they are not navigable. You can see here that they are light blue color. That doesn't indicate navigability, but it shows you that they are pretty shallow. Right, so let's go and check out where those canals go. So they go in these two directions, one of them being here. Oh, this definitely is not navigable anywhere. And this one shows as light blue. It has shallower parts. Yeah, this can easily be dug out. I think you're gonna have to dig it out from this side as well. Anyway, so it has a big road system. It's a gravel road, big road system. It has everything connected with a gravel road, so it gives you a little bit of a head start. So every border crossing, one border crossing on each side is connected, and you do have decent amount of border crossings, so it wouldn't be too hard for any of us to play with this. Okay, so what about the resources? That's the next stop. The resources, they are quite high quality, and they're pretty much plentiful, so you won't have any problems there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coal resources. You have 4 iron ones, 4 locations where you can mine iron. Oil is quite plentiful. It could be a little bit more challenging with the resources, but this is a really beautiful map anyway. And then we have the uranium ore. It also looks like it's a 100% quality if you build those. And of course bauxite on 4 locations. So resources are definitely in decent amounts. It's gonna give us a really nice head start if we decide to play this map. Right, also you have a lot of gravel deposits, so that shouldn't be too much, sorry, quarry locations on the map, so you wouldn't have any problems with mining those bad boys out. But anyway, all in all, a really beautiful map. It gives you options with the ships, it gives you options with the trains, with everything else, and of course has a little bit of challenging central location that you're gonna have to bridge over and build nice bridges over it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna say that I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, I have the link in the description of the video. Happy Monday, guys, and I want to see you in the next one. Bye bye.